While Elon shoots rockets into space, one billionaire is doing the opposite. He's drilling a hole through the Earth's crust using fusion-powered lasers, and nobody's stopping him. The mission: reach the Earth's mantle and unleash more energy than all nuclear plants on Earth combined. But here's what they're not telling you. If this goes wrong, the planet cracks. Everyone's racing for space. Elon, Bezos, NASA, even India. But one guy said no. He looked at Mars and said, "Why go up when the real power is beneath us?" His name, Luke Nosek, one of the original PayPal founders. Same circle as Musk and Thiel. But instead of investing in rockets, he quietly funded something stranger: plasma drilling. In 2022, Nosek backed a startup called Quaise Energy, based on technology developed inside MIT's Fusion Lab. The goal wasn't just drilling deeper, it was to punch straight through the Earth's crust, into the mantle, where temperatures reach up to 1,600 degrees Celsius. Why? Because down there is an endless power source. Clean, constant, immune to weather or sun. It's called super deep geothermal. And Nosek believes it could end fossil fuels. But here's the catch. No drill has ever survived the crust. They break, they melt, they jam. The old tools failed. But then came something never meant for digging. Quaise isn't using drill bits. They're using gyrotrons. Sounds sci-fi. It's not. A gyrotron is a microwave cannon, originally made to heat plasma in nuclear fusion reactors. Instead of scraping rock away, it vaporizes it. Literally. Rock goes in, dust comes out. This is the first time in history anyone's pointed that kind of energy downward. Here's how it works. The gyrotron fires a concentrated microwave beam, stronger than anything your kitchen has ever seen. The beam penetrates deep rock, heating it to over 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. The rock doesn't crack, it sublimates, turning straight into gas. That vapor is sucked back up through the same tunnel. No friction, no mechanical wear, which means no depth limit. In lab tests, this method reached depths 10 times faster than traditional drills, and in theory, it could reach the mantle in less than 100 days. But here's the unnerving part. This tech wasn't made for the Earth. It was made for fusion reactors, where magnetic fields can find plasma hotter than the sun, and now it's being aimed at the crust of our planet. Why? Because once you break through, you unlock infinite power, or maybe a Pandora's box. Here's the question nobody's asking. What are we actually digging toward? We've never reached the mantle, not once in human history. The Kola Super Deep borehole, the deepest hole ever drilled, only made it 7.6 miles down. It took 20 years, and they still didn't reach it. But they did find something strange. The deeper they went, the more unstable things got. Rocks behaved like plastic. Temperatures soared to 356 degrees Fahrenheit, far higher than models predicted. And there were fossils, microfossils, in rocks over 2 billion years old. What's that mean? The Earth's crust isn't just rock. It's a living record of ancient life, pressure, and heat we still barely understand. Now fast forward to today, 2025. Scientists believe the mantle holds the key to limitless geothermal energy. This isn't solar or wind. It doesn't stop when the clouds roll in. It runs 24/7, forever. The total heat energy within just the top 10 kilometers of Earth's crust is over 50,000 times the world's total energy consumption. That's what they're after. But it's not just energy. Some scientists believe there are entire undiscovered ecosystems sealed beneath the crust, isolated for millions of years, unknown, untouched, possibly alien to us. And if we puncture through, we won't just tap power, we might release things we aren't ready for. While everyone's distracted by SpaceX, a new race is happening underground. And it's quiet, too quiet. In 2023, China announced a bold new project: drill 10,000 meters deep into the Earth's crust, in the Tarim Basin. For what? Officially, geothermal research. Unofficially, rare earth metals, nuclear access, deep data surveillance, and they're not the only ones. Iceland's IDDP project accidentally hit magma in 2009, and it changed everything. That well generated 10 times more energy than expected. And it's not alone. Turkey, Japan, Norway, all drilling deeper every year. But here's the twist. None of them are using bits anymore. They're testing plasma drills, laser drills, even particle beam tunneling. China's Xinjiang drill is already the second deepest in the world, and it's only a test run. In a few years, the country that owns the mantle could own the future. But here's what's really insane. If this works, if plasma drilling actually reaches the mantle, then every oil plant, every coal mine, every pipeline becomes obsolete overnight. That's why investors are going dark. No flashy press conferences, no live streams, just heat signatures from silent drills. And one of them is almost ready. Let's say this works. Let's say they punch through the crust and reach the mantle. The Earth doesn't explode. Everyone celebrates. Free energy for all, right? Not so fast, because once you start melting holes through the planet, you can't always control what comes out. You see, pressure down there is unimaginable, thousands of PSI, and that pressure is what holds the crust together. Now imagine poking holes in that tension. You might not get free energy, you might get an earthquake. In 2017, fracking in South Korea triggered a 5.4 magnitude quake, the second largest in their modern history, and that was just at 4 kilometers depth. Quaise plans to go 20 kilometers deeper. With microwave beams, that's not a drill site, that's a loaded weapon. The USGS has documented hundreds of induced quakes from deep drilling. Even minor ones can weaken fault lines across entire regions. And then there's this. Deep drilling doesn't just release pressure, it can unseal ancient microbial systems. In 2019, scientists uncovered living bacteria trapped in 5 million-year-old rock. These organisms have never seen light, never encountered human DNA. What happens when we let them out? Could they be harmless? Sure. Could they be not? We don't know. And there's something else no one talks about. Quaise's technology, the gyrotrons, weren't invented for geology. They were built inside fusion reactors, in labs surrounded by magnetic fields, radiation shields, and control chambers. On Earth's surface, we don't have that. If these drills malfunction at full power, they could vaporize everything in a 20-meter radius, including the people operating it. We've spent centuries drilling for oil. Now we're drilling for the core of the planet. And it's happening faster than you think. If they succeed, we'll have a power source hotter than the sun, under our feet. If they fail, we may never know what we unleashed. Until it's too late. This is a brand new channel, no sponsors, just hours of research, digging into stories they're not telling you. If this made you think, click subscribe, it's free, and it tells the algorithm we're worth showing to others. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.